So I had been working on this particular app, which addresses a key concern that I always have when I was working for B2B as well as B2C customers. And essentially, the problem was that once when the customers were complaining on public forums, uh, or they were asking for newer features, either they were not attended to, or when they were attended to, the answer wasn't great, uh, and even when their questions were answered, that time frame had passed in which they could have become a potential customer. So for this particular app, I used Cloud Code within my terminal because it was amazing, uh, in the sense that it had access to all of my files. I could directly work in that app, and I connected it with the Cloudflare architecture, and I used the Cloudflare pages, and I could directly push code, basically into the website instead of having my terminal open by the side. I did not have to do that in this particular situation, and I also used the Cloudflare's built-in Workers AI Llama, which was a fairly decent model. So how this app essentially works is that I'll just write a company, for example, Cloudflare. Uh, Actually, one more feature that I found really interesting was that I gave I basically made this on Figma Make, and I gave the path of this file to Claude Code, and it essentially just copied the entire front end as well. So this is a very very cool feature if anybody's like looking to learn this. So once we start monitoring this, it's just going to give me a general overview of the company about what it does and the keywords that I'm looking to monitor. Now, essentially, I'll just select the time range that I'm looking for, which is the last 7 days, 24 days, or the 30 days. And over here, I pick the last 7 days and I start monitoring uh, this particular organization. So now, of course, we can personalize it a lot further, because right now I just kind of wanted to give you an insight about how this works very, very generally. This can be made very, very personalized to each and every organization. So how it goes is basically all of the critical complaints will be put into one bucket. The confusions are going to be put in another, and the feature requests are going to be put in the third bucket. So the critical is going to be sent to the the general Slack channel that we will be operating for our organization, so that everybody knows that this is something that we need to look into. The confusion is going to use the Llama's 3 AI model, and essentially going to convert those confusing topics into block topics, which the engineers can write upon. And this is going to drive a lot of traffic into the website or whatever mode that the organization is using. And the feature request is going to be sent to the product management or the product Slack channel, so that if it's something that's feasible with the long-term goals of the organization, they can look into this as well. So to give you an example, uh, when I get those blog post ideas for Cloudflare, is that fix empty page case with deferred page key updates. And basically, this is something that you can personalize to your own liking as well. And then the product is of course going to get every sort of every sort of request as well, of what requests people are looking for. And then all Cloudflare is going to get all of the critical issues that were basically shown, or like that we were able to find across GitHub. And also you can view the dashboard as well in this particular situation. The dashboard, as you can see, as you can see, these are just the general over. This is just a general like dashboard that we have created. We the Also the feature requests are always going to be a lot, so that is why we are just going to pick. The Slack channel is only going to receive the 5 feature requests that have the most engagement. So this is how we kind of narrowed that down. And of course, we can, whenever an organization is going to be working with this particular proof of concept, it's going to be very, very personalized to them. And we're going to use better APIs in order to get more like appropriate and more direct sort of insights, so that the entire process is basically about reducing the time between the customer queries and uh, us, the organization, addressing them, because this is a pain point that I feel like a lot of SMBs currently face.